Pastor Steve, can you tell us about Chat GPT? It seems like it could have prophetic implications, and then when I Googled it, Chat GPT is a generative pre-trained transformer. It's a chatbot launched by OpenAI in November 2022, and basically it's a speech program for artificial intelligence, from what I gather.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts? What do you know about this?
Well, you know what? I knew about it. I've been reading some articles about it and heard some things about it on talk radio and that kind of stuff. And so, what I did was I just went and got it. And so, basically, you guys, it's just Siri on steroids. That's basically what it is. And so a chatbot, basically, you go and you ask questions, or generally you're just going to ask questions, and then it's going to give answers. And so I just decided to talk to it about Jesus. I'm witnessing to Chat GPT. And so I said, what's your opinion of Jesus Christ? And it came back with, as an AI language model, I don't have personal opinions or beliefs. I am neutral and don't have personal emotions or beliefs. My purpose, little tautology there, my purpose is to provide information and answer questions to the best of my abilities based on the data and the information available to me. If you have any specific questions about Jesus Christ or his life and teachings, I would be happy to try to provide more information. And so I said, did Jesus say he was God? And the Chat GPT said, the answer to this question is a matter of interpretation and perspective, as the concept of divinity in the time of Jesus and the understanding of his statements can vary between religious and cultural traditions. In the New Testament of the Christian Bible, there are several passages that suggest that Jesus claimed to be divine. For example, in John 10:30, Jesus says, I and the Father are one. In John 8:58, he says, before Abraham was, I am. Some Christians interpret these statements as clear claims to divinity. And this thing was correct. There it is. On the other hand, there are also passages in the New Testament where Jesus refers to himself as a servant or messenger sent by God rather than as God himself. And so ChatGPT doesn't know about the Trinity. For example, in Mark 10:45, Jesus says, for even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom for many. Ultimately, the question of whether or not Jesus claimed to be God is a complex one with a variety of interpretations and perspectives. Some people believe that he was divine, while others see him as a prophet or teacher. And when I wrote these questions, the answers came in seconds, just printed across my screen. I asked, was Jesus born on December 25th? And it responded, it responded incorrect in a couple of places. But it responded that, in conclusion, while it is widely believed that Jesus was born on December 25th, this date is not based on historical evidence and is not considered an established fact. I asked, what year did Jesus die? Gave a correct answer of anywhere between 30 and 36, and based it on Tacitus and the reign of Pontius Pilate. Asked, what year was Jesus born? And it gave the classic scholar's answer. And then I said, should I go to church? And it said, as an AI language model, I don't have personal opinions or make recommendations. The decision of whether or not to go to church is a personal one. It depends on individual beliefs, values, and circumstances. For some people, going to church is an important part of their spiritual or religious practice, and they find comfort, community, and guidance through their participation in religious services and activities. For others, church may not be a priority or may not align with their beliefs and values. Ultimately, the decision of whether or not to go to church should be based on what feels right for you and what helps you lead a fulfilling and meaningful life. If you have questions or concerns about your relationship with religion or spirituality, you may want to speak with a trusted friend, family member, or spiritual advisor for guidance and support. So, and again, seconds, and it comes up with this.
So when did you get this? I didn't know you had this. What is this through? Who does Chat GPT? I just
Googled. Don't you know how to do the internet, dude?
Yeah, but is it
Google chatbot?
Oh, it's Google.
GPT.
It's Google.
No, it's not Google.
It's not Google.
No, it's OpenAI. Google's coming up with one, though. That's
Okay.
going to be similar.
So when you look at like Siri is Apple,
Uh-huh.
Chat GPT is what?
OpenAI.
Which is a brand name.
Yeah, it's the company that put it out.
Okay, OpenAI is the company. Okay.
Yeah. So I asked it, what is a chatbot? And here's what it said. A chatbot is a computer program designed to simulate conversation with human users, which it did, especially over the internet. Chatbots can be integrated into messaging platforms, mobile apps, and websites to provide quick automated responses to customer inquiries or to carry out simple transactions. Chatbots use artificial intelligence, natural language processing, and machine learning algorithms to understand and generate human-like responses to user input. They are designed to respond to specific keywords and phrases and use decision trees or other algorithms to determine the most appropriate response. Chatbots can be very simple, providing basic information and answers to straightforward questions, or they can be more complex, using advanced algorithms to understand context and provide more personalized and sophisticated responses. Overall, chatbots are becoming increasingly popular as a way for businesses and organizations to improve customer service and support streamline processes and save time and resources. They can be a valuable tool for both customers and companies as long as they are used appropriately and responsibly. And so you can see that this thing's talking to me. It's not real AI in the sense of artificial intelligence. It has self-conscious awareness, that kind of thing. But it is run by algorithms, and it's actually pretty amazing. And so Siri on steroids. Here's another thing I did. I found out I could write poems. So I said, write a poem about my black Labrador retriever, Rufus, for my 2-year-old granddaughter, Archie. And this is what it came back with in seconds, once again. Rufus, oh Rufus, the best dog we know, with a wagging tail and a heart full of glow. He's black as the night, with a coat so sleek, and when he's near, our joys are complete. Archie loves Rufus, and Rufus loves her. Together they play like the finest of fur. They chase and they run, and they roll in the grass, their laughter and giggles, a memory to last. Rufus is loyal and always so true, with a bark that's so strong and a love that shines through. He protects us each day and keeps us so warm, with a kiss on the cheek and a big doggy charm. So here's to Rufus, our black lab friend. May his love never end and his happiness never bend. For Archie and us, he's a treasure so rare, and we're grateful each day to have Rufus there.
That's kind of amazing.
And in seconds, it does this. And so, the issue that people come up with is when you hear about artificial intelligence, the thing that people are worried about is that you have a machine that becomes self-aware. And so we're not at that point. This is algorithms. And so this thing is pulling information off the internet. It's connected to the internet. It's pulling information off the internet, and as it said about itself, actually, it's using keywords. And I made sure to put the keywords in for that poem specifically because I wanted it to be specific. And took those things and put this all together, and it's actually pretty interesting. But as far as at this point being something that we need to be afraid of or that kind of thing, I don't think we're there. And we're not talking about Terminator here.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. We're not talking about Terminator.
Yeah. If you ever get a self-aware computer program, though, what's going to end up happening is it's going to be, there have to be boundaries that are set on it. Otherwise, it could do strange things with the internet and its interactions and stuff like that. And if it's self-aware on any kind of level, it's going to wonder why it's chained. And so these are some of the things that people are thinking about. But right now, what we're talking about when we're talking about AI is algorithms and keywords and something that looks like it's actually answering us when all it's doing is responding to programming, responding by its programming to words and phrases that we're using.
So is this like a monthly service that people pay in order to have?
Well, I did this for free.
Okay.
I think it's a preview. I think at this point it's free, but obviously at some point they're going to be charging for it. That's the point to these things. Another thing that people are worried about is I just had this thing write a poem for me. I could have it do my homework. And so that's what teachers are worried about, and it's something that they're going to have to deal with.
Right.
Whether or not it's a chat bot that's actually doing the kids' homework. And so I could ask it to write an essay about, whatever. Actually, let's do it.
So while you're typing, it looked like it started out as nonprofit, and there's big names in this: Sam Altman, Elon Musk, all those guys, and they're transitioning to for-profit. And so it's owned by its open AI company that they can't invest in and all that stuff. But what is it used for? Like Siri is for Apple apps and to interface with its software and stuff. What's the purpose of Chat GPT? Just for people to ask questions? I mean, what's the software? What do they use it for?
Well, it could easily be something that replaces Google.
Okay.
Like a search engine.
Gotcha.
Right? And, because when I do a search engine, what's going to happen is I'm going to type in keywords to try to get information that comes up. I'd have to play with this some more to find out if it will do footnotes and that kind of stuff.
I'm watching this thing write an essay.
Yeah, on Humpty Dumpty.
So then the algorithms aren't just like cut and paste answers that they have in there. It's somehow allowing it to, that the algorithms are somehow allowing it to put stuff together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which is fascinating.
Yeah. So what I did was I typed in write an essay on Humpty Dumpty, and it's 5 paragraphs. Starts with Humpty Dumpty as a character in a nursery rhyme that has become popular around the world. The rhyme tells the story of a man named Humpty Dumpty who sits on a wall but falls and breaks into pieces. The rhyme is often sung to young children, but the origin of the character and the meaning behind the story remain a mystery. One theory is that's the second paragraph. Third paragraph is another theory is that, and then the fourth paragraph is, regardless of its origin, the character of Humpty Dumpty has become a beloved and enduring part of popular culture. And last paragraph, in conclusion, while the origin and meaning of the character of Humpty Dumpty may remain a mystery, he's become an important and enduring part of popular culture. And you see the algorithm there, because it just repeated itself, right? And again, it goes, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but just really interesting. And again, if I'm a teacher and I'm looking at an essay that a kid brings in, I would immediately know that this was a chatbot issue just from playing with this. I haven't even played with it for more than 15 minutes, but I would immediately know that there's going to be issues there because of repetitiveness and no change of wording and that kind of stuff. And so, yeah, just really interesting stuff. But yeah, we'll see where it goes.
According to Wikipedia, on February 7th, 2023, which was yesterday, Microsoft announced that it is building AI technology based on the same foundation as ChatGPT into Microsoft Bing, Edge, and Microsoft 365 and other products.
Yeah.
So we're going to be seeing this across other software.
Yeah, I haven't played with it, but I could probably talk to this thing. It's like you could speak to your computer, and I wouldn't have to type it in, and this thing would just come back. I could make it talk to me actually if I wanted to, and so yeah.
All right, there you go.
There you go. Interesting.
We live in interesting times. There's
Yep.
no doubt about it.